Why am I so excited to bring you this review today? Because the guy behind this company is very directly related to me even making YouTube videos right now. How? And what's in the box? Stick around and find out. What's up, Cripple Crew? EDC with DVD, disabled but deadly. And today we've got an unboxing video coming to us from 704 Tactical. 704 Gear, I should say. And I said that directly ties to me actually making videos. And I'm about to explain that. But first, I want to remind y'all that last week I dropped an entry video for the giveaway that Tactical Llama and I are doing with the QSP Canary and your choice of the carbon fiber or black walnut LIUGX Designs card holding wallets. Make sure that you've entered that because that giveaway is happening live tomorrow, Tuesday, the 22nd at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Tactical Llama and I will both be going live, and we're going to have a blast. We're going to give this away. And don't forget, if we hit 750 subs by that live stream tomorrow, there will be an extra giveaway. Okay. But one more thing. Make sure you stab that like button like you mean it. /subscribe. I'd love to have you here. You're not going to want to miss all the dope knife and EDC content coming your way. Also, drop a comment below. Let me know what's in your pockets. Not only do I like it when you let me know what you're carrying, but your interaction with this video really helps that YouTube algorithm. All right. 704 Gear was started by the same guy that has the 704 Gear channel on YouTube, and originally the 704 Tactical channel, which he still has. And 704 Tactical was the first YouTube channel that I ever really started watching regularly. Several years ago, I started watching it because he did reviews on budget firearm related items and parts and such, and recommended a lot of stuff that I ended up purchasing and still use today. He also showed EDC gear, and he was showing like Olights and Civivis and such. And then because of the way the YouTube algorithm works, he switched 704 Tactical just to firearm related stuff and started 704 Gear. 704 Gear was his EDC stuff channel. Lights, knives, pouches, etc. And that was the first EDC channel that I followed. And then after that, it opened me up and it started recommending other EDC channels. And I found Stassen, I found Wayne Sharp World, I found Knife Beater, I found G-Ball, and then Neebs. And then Lefty. Those were the first half dozen that I started following, and it was all because of 704 Gear starting. Then he started a line of knives under the 704 Gear name. And that's what we're getting into today. And it says 704 Tactical Blades, but on the website, the website is 704gear.com. It'll be linked below, of course. And my finding the EDC community is really what led to me creating a channel. So without 704 Tactical and then 704 Gear, I wouldn't be doing this right now, folks. So that's why I'm so excited to show you this knife. We got two different 704 stickers. One more look at the box real quick. This is the Trailblazer. They're professionally factory sharpened and are delivered and ready to use. Please operate carefully. You know, good looking box. Then we've got our zipper pouch. Standard type zipper pouch with felt lining. Very nice. You've got your lifetime warranty, and then a picture of the knife that you got. I thought this might be a sticker, but I haven't been able to figure out how to get it off of it if it is. That's what she said. You get a 704 full-size microfiber cloth. And this is the Trailblazer. The Trailblazer is a 7 3/4 inch, so full-size EDC knife with a 7 3/4 inch overall length, with a 3 1/4 inch blade, with a recurved spear point of D2 steel with a PVD coating. And then we have a 4.5 inch handle, or grip length, with full steel liners, and it doesn't look like much skeletonization, but it's still a good weight on this knife, surprisingly. And nicely textured G10 scales. This texture feels real good without being rough, feeling like it's going to be rough on the pocket at all. So on this blade, we've got more of a thumb ramp than a harpoon. But then we've got this spear point with a recurve right here in the beginning of the blade, back by the tang. And it's a slight enough recurve that it shouldn't present any issues sharpening. But it is going to trap materials right here if you're cutting ropes and paracords, stuff like that. It's going to help trap that material. While you do have a belly for doing so, and the tip is just above the center line of the pivot, so still easy to get down for EDC style tasks. So really a pretty versatile blade shape. If this was the knife on you in a beef jerky defense scenario, it'd be a decent blade shape for that, as far as puncturing and some pretty good slashing of beef jerky backs. We'll get to the grips here in a minute, but the different styles of grip with it. Looking at our lockup, we are about 75%, maybe slightly more on the lockup. Rock solid, left to right, and up and down. Let's see, even with all that lockup, there's no lock stick when I release it here. There's zero lock stick. And the detent, even with that big flipper tab, it's not a late detent. It's very easy to drop to your thumb, and then it just wants to close. Definitely running on ball bearings. Very smooth. We're looking at, like I said, 4.5 inch with G10 scales. We have a steel tip up as the gods intended. Definitely deep carry and reversible pocket clip. So good for our lefty brethren too. And kind of a long pocket clip, but it gives it a good tension. See how it feels going in and out of pocket right quick. Oh yeah, that feels real good going in and out. It slides in very easily all the way to that deep carry part and pulls out very easily as well. These aren't inset screws, but because of the way that they're on the outside of the pocket clip itself, they don't hurt the room going into that pocket clip going deep. So it does go in the pocket, in and out very easy. You can tell we're looking at T6s on the body and pocket. Yes, correct. But a T8 pivot. We are perfectly centered. Very nice. The flipper tab and thumb stud deployment. Let's see how they all work. We'll start with the flipper tab. Light switch, snaps right out. Push button, very snappy. Almost feels assisted. It snaps out so easily. It is not assisted though, of course. Thumb stud, Easy, just push up and it flies right out. Yep. Reverse flick. Oh, money. Too easy. That detent is tuned very well. It gives me just enough time to build up pressure, and as soon as it breaks that detent, that blade pops right out. And then again, closing, not a late detent at all. Detent done very well on this. So, in the hammer grip, just to show you how my extra large glove hand lines up, I do have a flat spot back here for my pinky. It's pretty comfortable there in our hammer grip. Saber grip, I do have some jimping right here. It's not the most usable, but I can lock in on it on that little thumb ramp. You've got enough of a choil here to do a trigger pull if you needed to. And I can slide right past that, and even though there's no jimping, right past that little ramp, my thumb drops right in there. So I would have some control. Pinch grip, pretty comfortable, easy to get that tip down. Or you can use that belly to cut stuff on a flat surface. Let's grab a piece of paper here. They talk about their honing technique on the website. I want to check out this edge. Whoop. There we go. Let's see. So there is a couple of spots where it's catching a little bit, but let me grab a fresh piece real quick. That one's been messed with. Grab a fresh piece. So here in that recurve, and then you can carry it all the way out. There we go. On a piece of paper that I haven't folded the heck out of, it actually is cutting very well. Okay, little catch there but very controlled. Okay, pretty nice edge, especially when I'm about to tell you about the price on this. So, D2 is a great steel, especially under $50 nowadays. That under that price range, and especially at the price of this knife, is about the best steel you're going to find for holding an edge. D2 holds an edge very well, and it's a decently tough steel. It is not corrosion, fully considered a stainless steel. However, this PVD coating is going to help with that quite a bit, depending on how long it lasts. Let's look at that grind. We've got definitely a pretty even edge bevel there. Our plunge grind starts right here and terminates almost immediately. So you do have a couple of sharpenings before you hit that plunge grind. And let's see, they did it right. The stop tab is behind, or the stop pin is behind the flipper tab. So you could actually cut your own sharpening choil in after you've taken this amount of steel off. You could easily cut your own choil in. The action is very good on this knife. I'm going to give you a few size comparisons. Let's start with one a lot of people are familiar with, the CJRB Pyrite. This one is the buoy rendition, and as you can see, it's got about half an inch, 3/4 of an inch on the buoy rendition. How about an Ozark Grail? About the same on the Ozark Grail. Let's switch it up. The SRM Rubik. The SRM Rubik is slightly larger. Not by a lot. We'll grab a couple of knives that people are familiar with in the PM2, which is going to be a longer knife, as you can see. And we'll go with a Timco 80 20.5. And in this case, the Trailblazer is larger than the 80-20.5. So it's definitely right in that comfortable EDC range. But you're getting plenty of sharpened edge. If we flip it around to the Beef Jerky Avenger grip, yep, I'm capped off, locked in behind that flipper tab. No worries about sliding up on the blade. If I rock it over to the Beef Jerky Defender, the pocket clip locks up into my knuckles. Cap off the blade. Again, no worry about any beef jerky juice causing any sliding. So it is comfortable in any grip. I'm going to carry this knife for a while. I'm really looking forward to putting this through its paces and giving it a full review. Again, I have a very deep fondness for 704 gear and 704 tactical. Oh, back to price. Yeah, I keep forgetting. This comes in at $32. 3¼ inch D2 steel, nice edge on it. $32. That's a heck of a deal. They've got so many knives around the $30 price range on their website. Some very cool designs. I'm really looking forward to checking out a couple of his crossbar locks. I would love to check out a couple of those next, hopefully. But I'm for $32. Very minimal billboarding. You just get the nice pivot with 704 and D2 on the other side of the blade there. If I was going to nitpick and find something I would change, you know, T8s are always better than T6s. Less chance of stripping, I should say. And, you know, a little bit bigger sharpening choke could be nice, but the plunge grind is done perfectly. And you do have a couple of sharpenings before you need to cut your own in. This is also available in OD Green G10 with the black blade at that same $32 price. So, I like the ergos on it. I like the action on it. I even like the blade shape more than I thought I was going to, because that recurve is very slight, and I don't think I'm going to have any issues on my precision adjust fixed angle system from Worksharp. I don't think there's any need to have narrow stones or even round stones for such a slight recurve. This should be pretty easy to sharpen up at home, but you've got a very useful blade shape for piercing, for slicing, for trapping materials in there, even for skinning. Very versatile blade shape. Great action. $32. It's going to get a recommendation for me off the initial first impressions, definitely. I will be checking out more from this company that will always be near and dear to my heart. Might it make me biased? It might. The good thing is, it's hard to go wrong on a $32 EDC knife that's done this well. So, even if I'm biased, which I know I am, I still know that you're not going to go wrong with this knife. Let me know your thoughts below. I'd like to hear what you think about the Trailblazer. And if you've purchased any 704 gear knives in the past, I'd like to know your experience with them. I hope to see everybody tomorrow on the Tuesday live stream at 10 a.m. And then don't forget, if you saw yesterday's video, I'm going live on TikTok. Doing my first ever TikTok giveaway to celebrate the TikTok Cripple Crew getting to 1K. And we are partnering with North Mountain Blades and giving away a chop too in G10 and send my SLD magic. You're going to want to jump over to my TikTok at EDC with DBD. Find that entry video from yesterday, like that post, and drop a comment with the hashtag that's required. You'll have to watch the video. Hope everybody has a killer week. Stay safe, stay frosty, and most importantly, stay deadly.